So I called this class Getting Ready to Shovel Snow, and it is a good preparation. You're going to find that it's not really much different from what you're used to, or not at all different, because Pilates in general is a great preparation. Snow shoveling is really hard. It's so cold, we'll probably have light snow, which is better, but when it's heavy, you bend and twist and yank, and you do the same thing probably asymmetrically many times. So it's really smart to warm yourself up a little bit. That would be my major advice. Warm yourself up and try to switch which hand you're holding the shovel in, and then give yourself a stretch when you're done. So this is what I suggest before you go out into the snow tomorrow. Lie down on the floor. Bring your knees into your chest. Engage the pelvic floor. Find your belt. And then pull your knees gently in towards your chest and let your lower back stretch. And then move your knees out away from the chest until your tailbone comes down, your neutral spine's in place. Do it again. Engage the core, wrap the belt around, and pull the knees in and let the lower back stretch. Relax the shoulders. And move the knees away from the chest until you feel your neutral spine. Do it one more time. And release. Then put one foot down, and then the other. And rest in neutral. So you could do a little snow shovel prep in less than a minute. While you're on your back, you could decide to do some more, which would be great. But just give your body a little something before you start going out to do that work. So now we'll rest into neutral. Relaxing down into the floor, softening the belly. Broadening the shoulder blades, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck. And keep the upper body relaxed. Inhale, prepare for the pelvic floor. Feel the diamond that's formed by the tailbone, each sit bone and the pubic bone. And exhale, imagine those 4 points drawing in towards the center and engage the whole pelvic floor. Feel that sling draw into the center and relax it. And then picture your belt, your transversus around from the back, and gather it gently around across the hips, the lower belly. Keep the shoulders relaxed and feel that snugness around the neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Relax with the inhale. Stay in neutral and prepare for the pelvic floor again. Inhale. Exhale, engage the pelvic floor. Squeeze the sphincters. And release. Picture your belt coming around and gather the belt. Snug across the hips, neutral spine, and then relax. And one more time. Pelvic floor first. This time lift the perineum towards the crown of the head. And release. And wrap the belt snug around the hips, lower back. And relax. Bring the arms down to the sides. Inhale, bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, engage around your neutral. Take the arms back towards the floor behind you, maintaining your neutral spine with your inner core. Let the arms relax. And float the arms back up. Roll the ball in the socket. You will head deep in the socket and lower the arms down the side. And another time like that. Inhale, float the arms up. Stabilize with the inner core and reach back. Keep the balls of the humerus deep down in the socket. And roll the humeral head Raise the arms back up and come back down, maintaining the neutral. One more time. Float up. Engage the inner core. Stabilize with the inner core. Reach the arms back. You're in your neutral lower back. Stay there and inhale. Feel the ribs flare. Keep the arms back. Imprint the back ribs. And then float the arms up towards the ceiling. And down to the side, keeping neutral in the lower back. Again, float the arms up. Engage the inner core. Reach back, just the inner core. Stay and inhale, let the ribs flare. Keep your ribs back, imprint the back ribs. You're still in your neutral lower back. And inhale the arms up towards the ceiling. Pause, arms stay in vertical. And then reach the fingertips up to the ceiling. And slowly release the shoulders down, drop the humeral heads into the sockets, and reach again. Pull the shoulders up towards the ceiling, and then drop the shoulders. Feel the humeral heads settle. One more time. Lift and reach, and drop and settle. Hands behind the head. Inhale, feel your ribs flare. Exhale, engage the inner core, knit and imprint, and lift the head. Keep your head lifted. Stay and inhale, and we'll side bend. Exhale to the crazy fish, left elbow to left waist. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Right elbow to the right hip, and inhale to the center. Again, exhale and side bend left. And inhale, center. And exhale, side bend right. And inhale, center. One more time, each direction. And return to the center. Put your head down. Relax, but keep your hands behind your head. Let the elbows open out wide. And then re-engage with your inner core. Knit and imprint the ribs. Lift the head. Keep the head lifted. Anchor. And we're going to do alternate leg lifts. Lift the right foot, and we're going to extend the leg. Flex your foot and reach the leg out on 45 degrees. Inhale and bend the knee, and then lower the foot down with your exhale. And then lift the left, steady pelvis. Extend the leg out, reach out through the heel, and bend the knee. Re-anchor and lower your foot, keep the pelvis still, and back to the right side. And flex and reach out through the heel. Inhale and bend, and re-anchor and lower back down. Back ribs stay down, and again to the left. Reach through the heel, keep the back ribs down, lower back neutral. Inhale, bend, and anchor and lower the left. One more time on each leg. Lower the left foot, lower the head. Relax the arms. Engage the inner core. Knit and imprint the ribs. Bring the right foot up. Imprint again and bring the left foot up. Good, now keep your arms down on the floor. Engage the low core and draw the thighs into the belly without the help of the hands. Your arms are relaxed on the floor. Thighs are in close to the belly, means the lower back is flat. Pull your pubic bone to your belly button, relax the shoulders, and keep the knees together and draw a circle. Moving below the waist, keeping the ribs imprinted. Circle all the way around one direction, bring the knees to the chest, and then reverse direction. Keep the shoulders easy. Keep the back ribs down. Scoop the belly in. Really feel your back flatten. And then reverse. Shoulders stay relaxed. Work below the waist, or move below the waist. Reverse. Work above the waist by keeping the back ribs down. One more time in each direction. Make sure you feel that flat back position, and then turn the other way. Good, tuck and turn the other way. Put one hand on each knee, bring the knees out wide, let your legs flop, and then start to circle your thigh bones around. Go ahead and let your lower back be flat. We're going to try working with flat back a little bit and then reverse. So that will be a concession towards the snow shoveling. Bring the knees back into the chest. And then come to a neutral tabletop. This time let your lower back be flat. Keep your neutral tabletop. Not your neutral, your flat back tabletop. And then with the back staying flat, we're going to try pistons. It's going to feel different. You're tilting your pelvis, you're flattening your back ribs down, and then lower the foot down and keep your lower back flat. And then come back up. And then do the same thing with the left. Keep the lower back flat, the back ribs are down, lift the left, and return to the right. Flatten the lower back, relax the shoulders, lift the right, and flatten the lower back, reach down, come back up. One more time each direction. And then with your hands, pull the knees in close. Keep your knees in close, bring your arms down to your sides. We're going to get ready for the 100, and we'll do the 100 with the flat back as well. So find your inner core. The transversus works in any position. You can still draw that belt around as you pull your pubic bone with the belly button. Start by knitting and imprinting the ribs. Raise the head. Keep the lower back flattening and stretch the legs out. You might need your legs a little higher than you're used to keep your lower back flat, but do that. Exhale for 5 pulses with the arms flat back, and inhale for 5. Exhale, flat back, and inhale, keeping the back flat the whole time. Exhale for 5 pulses, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Chin into the chest, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale, inhale, keep your back flat, exhale, inhale, one more time, keep flattening the back, and inhale, the knees into the chest, rest your head down, relax the neck and turn your head slowly from one side to the other. And then gently bring both knees over towards the left side. Guide the knees down with your left hand. And then stretch your right arm out where it's comfortable. Relax the right shoulder. Stretch the right lower back, the right hip. And then bring the knees into the chest, or keeping the back flat. Relax the shoulders. And then bring your right hand over to the left knee and guide the knees over to the right side. Keep them tucked in nice and close. Relax the left arm. Turn to the left a little bit if you like. Breathe into the stretch. Left hip, left lower back. And bring the knees into the center again. Place one hand on each knee. Pull the knees in close. Feel that your back is flat. Keep your back flat as you bring your left leg down onto the floor. Keep pulling the right knee into the breastbone and flattening the back. And then keep the back flat as you straighten the right leg up. This might mean your leg's a little closer to your head than usual. Keep the back flat. Engage the inner core. Make sure your ribs are reaching to the opposite back pockets. Do 5 slow circles. Back ribs down, front ribs reaching on a diagonal, lower back flattened. 5 times one way, and 5 the other. Leg nice and straight, shoulders relaxed. And then bend the right knee. Bring the left knee in to join it. Lower back is flat. And keep the lower back flat. Left knee hugged into the chest as you straighten the right leg out onto the floor. Hold the pubic bone into the belly button. Drop the belly button down to the floor. Extend the legs, the left leg up. Keep your back flat. Knit the ribs to the back pockets on the opposite side. Imprint the back ribs. Relax the arms. 5 circles, each direction, flat back. When you change directions, reconnect with the core work. And when you're ready, bend the left knee, and then bring the right knee in to join it. Both hands on the knees, let the lower back flatten. Okay, we're going to turn over to the left side. Do all 3 of this clamshell variations. This is really important to guard against your, help your sacrum. So we want to make the sacrum really stable before shoveling, because as I said, it's an asymmetrical posture, and then you not only twist and bend, then you lift. Yikes, for sacrum. Okay, 45-degree angle to begin. You have the knees at the front of the mat, the feet underneath you. Tilt the pelvis forward, engage the pelvic floor, belt snug around the hips, and lift and lower the top knee. Let's do 8 in each of the positions. Keep the right hip forward. Feel the belt snug around the hips. And then we'll switch to the 90-degree position, bringing your feet and knees to the front of the mat, the right hip forward. Gather the belt, engage the pelvic floor 8 times, lift and lower the top leg here. And then open out the front of the hip to a 0-degree hip flexion. Your knees are still bent, your feet are behind you now. Engage your inner core, take an Oregon lift, and roll the right thigh out in the socket 8 times here. Relax. Both legs straight. Engage the inner core. Take an Oregon lift, lifting the organs up off of the floor, up into the top waist. Top hand on the top waist or fingertips on the mat in front of you, and lift both legs up. Squeeze your inner thighs. We're going to work the feet. Flex the feet back. Squeeze the toes. Point the toes. Fan the toes. Flex the foot back. Squeeze. Point. Fan. Flex. Squeeze. Point. Fan. Flex and reverse, reach out, then squeeze your toes and pull back. Open the toes, reach out, squeeze and pull back. One last time. And release. And let's turn over to the other side. Lie on your right side, knees comfortably bent, so the knees at the front of the mat, the feet are down underneath you. Relax the right shoulder. Engage your inner core, stabilize around the pelvis, and 8 times lift and lower the top leg. Keep the left hip pushing forward as you roll the left thigh out of the socket. And we're going to 90 degrees. Feet and knees at the front of the mat. Left hip is forward. Support with the inner core, and do 8 more repetitions. And then open out the front of the thigh, hip, thighs straight, knee below you, feet behind you. Inner core and organ lift here, and 8 times roll the thigh out in the socket. Keep the left hip forward, the pelvis still. And then straighten both legs out. Reset your inner core, add an organ lift. Lift both legs up, fingertips can go on the floor if you like. Flex the feet back, squeeze the toes, point the feet, fan the toes, and flex back. Squeeze, point, fan, flex, squeeze, point, fan, flex. Keep your toes open, reach, squeeze the toes, grab and come back. Open, reach, squeeze, and retract. One last time. And then release. Let's roll quickly to the stomach. Arms out in front of you. Tracy, if you're here, you can just go to all fours. And inhale, raise the breastbone, pull the shoulders down the back. And exhale, release down. 2 more times. Support around the core, glide the ribs together. Inhale and raise the breastbone forward, draw the shoulders down the back. And release. 1 more time. And release. Good. Let's turn over to the back again. And bring your knees into your chest. Relax the shoulders as you stretch the lower back. I'm going to bring the left foot down onto the floor. And as the left foot comes down, let the pelvis tilt. I do want to use a neutral spine for a moment here. Right ankle to the left knee. And then keep your neutral spine. Support with your belt, your ribs into the back pockets, and lift the left foot. Find a way to stretch the right hip. Relax the breath. Back can be flat. And then uncross that right ankle and bring both knees into the chest again. So you're hugging the knees in, lower back flat. And then lower the right foot to the floor. And as the foot comes down, go into your neutral lower back. And place the left ankle on the left knee. Engage the inner core to preserve your neutral lower back as you lift the right leg up. Stretch the left hip. Evenly on each side of the sacrum, shoulders relaxed, back of the neck long. And then take the ankle off of the knee, both knees into the chest, lower back is flat. We'll do the abdominal series with a flat back. Find your supportive inner core around the flat back. Let your ribs knit to the back pockets and your back ribs imprint with a flat back. Lift the head, chin into the chest, and then straighten one leg out, but keep the back flat. It's going to feel different. And then switch, and you might want your leg that's straightening to go a little bit higher. Keep the lower back down, lift the elbows up, Keep pressing the belly button into the spine, chin into the chest. If you have to put your head down, put a blanket underneath it and press gently into the blanket. And then relax the neck, and when you're ready, lift it back up. One hand to each knee. Pull the knees into the chest. I always say, keep your neutral spine. Now you get to keep your back flat. As you exhale and reach away, press the back ribs down and flatten the lower back. Again, the legs might need to be a little higher than you're used to. Inhale, come around. You can actually hug with your hands and then reach out from there. Keep the lower back down on the mat. And stretch out. One more like that. And then keep the back flat, one leg up, one leg down, and do the single straight leg with a flat back. So when you pull on the up leg, you can also increase the lower back stretch. Both legs straight up, hands behind the head. Inner core engaged, ribs knit and imprinted, and back flat. Bend the knees, keep the back flat, and straighten the legs back up. Now do that again, or lower the legs down slightly. Do not let the lower back peel away from the mat. Come back up. It's going to be a different range of motion from when we do it with neutral. Keep the lower back flat. Make sure you're imprinting too. Lift and lower, or you can just bend and straighten the legs. That might be plenty. And then we're going to start crisscrossing. We're still flattening the back. Pelvis is stabilized. And bring your knees into your chest. Put your head down. Relax the neck. We'll do a little bit of the neck series. Place the feet down. You can rest into neutral. Let's do it with the arms up. Tuck the chin and gently press the back of the head down. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And lift the head up. Keep the chin tucked and the shoulders relaxed. Lower and press. And unweight the head. Tiny lift. Keep the shoulders easy. Lower and press. Shoulders relaxed. And unweight the head. And one more time, gently press. And unweight. Keep the shoulders easy. And lower and press. Relax completely. Then we're going to tilt the head back so the chin is pointing straight up. Relax the shoulders. And unweight the head. And lower and press. Easy through the shoulders. Unweight. And lower and press. Keep the shoulders easy. Lift the chin straight up, but only a tiny bit. And lower and press. One more time. And then back to neutral. Relax. Lower the arms down. Roll to your side and come up onto all fours. So this also would be either a great warm-up or a great after shoveling stretch. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Draw the breastbone forward. And then tuck your tail between your legs, bend your elbows, relax your neck, and move your hips back to your heels. And we're going to keep the elbows down and raise the chest up away from the floor. Feel the upper back engage. Then let your head hang down. And come up onto all fours. Lift the chest. Tuck your chin. Push the floor away and exhale. Hover the knees about an inch off the floor. Press down through the hands. And then lower the knees down. Raise the breastbone forward. Tuck the tail. Bring your hips back to your heels. Relax the neck. Make sure the elbows go down. Keep the elbows down and raise the breastbone. As you lift the chest away from the belly, pull the shoulders down the back. And then relax. And come up to all fours. Lift the chest forward. Tuck the toes. Find your inner core. Knit the ribs. Press the floor away and hover the knees. And bring the knees down and lift the breastbone. Go through the sequence once more. Tuck the tail, bend the elbows, relax the neck, hips back to the heels. Keep the elbows down and lift your chest. And relax the head down. Come to all fours and bring the breast bone forward. Engage the low core, knit the ribs, tuck the toes, and push the hands into the floor. Push the floor away. Take a breath and hover. Okay, we're going to then push the hips to the ceiling. Straighten the legs out in a downward dog. Push the floor away. And then bend your knees and start walking in. And you're going to end up hanging forward in a forward bend. Legs comfortably straight. Relax the neck and shoulders. So this you could even take a break and do outside while you're in the middle of shoveling. Tuck your tail under. And slide your fingers up your legs to come up tall. Lift up. Open the chest. And then roll the arms out in the sockets. Lift the chest and squeeze the shoulder blades gently together. And relax. And do that twice more. Roll out. Lift the chest. And relax. And one more time. And release. Good. So, stretch out beforehand. Try to switch your direction. If we just did one side of the clamshells and the side kicks, you'd feel it. And if you shoveled all the same way, you will feel it. So try to switch directions. Stretch out a little before, a little bit after. This is another nice thing you could do while you're standing. Just bend the knees a little bit and slide the hands down the thighs. And give yourself a break every now and then. Just change the direction of what you're doing. Okay. Happy snowstorm, everybody. Let's see who's here. All right. Take care. Thanks, everybody. Bye.